Everyone. So this is our Sigil Magic. Let's start with our module 1, which is what is Sigil Magic. So alam naman natin kung ano yung Sigil Magic. Sigil Magic is a practice where a symbol known as a sigil is created to represent a specific intention or desire and then used to manifest that intention. It involves transforming written intentions into a visual symbol and then activating them through various methods. This practice is rooted in the idea that the subconscious mind can be influenced by symbols to bring about the desired outcomes. Okay. So, benefits of making your own sigil. So, let's start with that. Its effectiveness is higher than most methods since it is used to leverage one's subconscious mind into manifesting one's wants and needs. Okay, subconscious ang sinasabi. So, bakit ko sinasabi na subconscious? Malalaman natin yun later on. Kasi, um, ito yung reason why sigil magic is more powerful because it embeds ano man yung mga intention natin sa subconscious mind more on sa conscious kesa sa conscious pala. Okay? The awareness it brings of what you really want as you dive more into it. It is safer to use than using sigils that are widespread. The manifestation is much more specific and much clearer. You can incorporate many intentions at once in one symbol instead of writing tons of affirmations on a piece of paper. So, kapag nag-incorporate ka ng intentions sa isang sigil, for example, gusto mo gumawa ng sigil for wealth. Okay. Yung sigil for wealth, ano yun? Ano yung mga gusto mo ilagay? Gusto ko, ganito grind hustle ako talaga. Tapos, hindi lang yun, healthy ako, prepare yung mind ko. So, pwede mo siyang incorporate into one symbol. Okay. Having the ability to use your own sigil is a lifetime benefit. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nun is, the more kasi na ginagamit mo ang isang sigil, okay, the more na malakas siya. The more na palakas siya ng palakas. So, kumbaga, hindi nawawala yung energy niya as long as yung symbol is existing. Okay? Examples of sigil. Ito yung pinaka popular sa lahat ng occult na binabenta ng practitioners sa mga shops. So, ito yung seals of archangels, which is ginagawa siyang protection amulet para sa sarili. Okay. Demon sigils, planetary sigils, yan. Yung mga yan, hindi sila safe gamitin. Okay. Bakit? Kasi these are external energies na hindi natin kontrolado. So, there are external entities that are controlling these portals na tinatawag. Kaya, I don't recommend using them if hindi naman kayo practitioner or hindi talaga kayo into uh, to this kind of crafts, okay? In Vedic astrology, practitioners typically use images of yantras to invoke a specific planetary energy and gain insight into its characteristics, or to incorporate it into spiritual practices to enhance its energy in one's own life. You cannot call yantras under the sigil type, but it is interesting to discuss the effects of yantras which are similar to mandalas. So, kapag titingnan natin itong sigil, okay, or itong, hindi pala sigil, yung yantra na to, okay, ma-feel nyo talaga yung energy direct, lalo na kapag meeting nyo siya through your third eye. Okay? You can also use this numerology yantra of the sun. So, kung makita nyo, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, it's 15 yung sum niya sa lahat ng areas. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay? Yun yung sum ng energy mo. Sun yantra. So, there are specific reasons bakit ito ang sun yantra. So, Sun Yantra is yung usually yung, for example, yung pagkakilala natin sa astrology talaga natin. So, sobrang gamit na gamit po sun energy. Lalo-lalo na sa horoscope and yung sun sign natin. So, meron pang moon sign, merong Mars sign, iba-ibang yantras ang available online. Kung gusto niyo mag-invoke ng energies through this planetary energies, yes, pwedeng-pwede niyong gamitin itong mga yantras. And mas safe siya compare sa mga, yan, angel sigil and demon sigils. I don't recommend using them. Pero ang angel sigil, okay naman siya, pero there are still effects na hindi natin kontrolado. For example, sobrang sa effect ko, talagang sobrang nakakaantok siya. Okay, demon sigil, we already know that's a chaotic type of energy. Pero if you are into shadow work and kaya mo naman na kontrolin yung sarili mong shadows, then go ahead and use this demon sigil. Pero I would suggest to contact your trusted practitioner. Okay? So this one is an ancient symbol from various alphabets used in divination and spellwork, some of which are also used as sigils. A notable example is Fahu, which represents a palace. This is a very popular type of runes na ginagamit sa mga rituals. Kahit yung mga hindi talaga practitioner, they use this and effective siya. Actually, and okay siyang gamitin. Especially if combined with your personalized sigil. This is the younger futhark. So, merong elder futhark, may younger futhark. Ginagamit na rin siya ng mga bihasa sa mga ganitong bagay. So, nakita ako na yung mga ganyan sa internet. Personal sigils, ito yung sa atin. Sigils are created by individuals for specific needs and desires, often using the chaos magic method. Chaos magic is the art of bending reality not through supernatural forces but through the manipulation of perception, belief, and intent. So, ang chaos magic is hindi siya strict, not siya masyado but very flexible siya. Kumbaga, kung anong intention na sinat mo, yun na yan. So, kumbaga, it can be chaotic in a sense na hindi mo kasi alam kung paano mo siya gamitin. Pero, once you have mastered this type of method, mas malakas siya actually sa traditional method of magic. Okay? Once na ang chaos magic is talagang alam mo kung paano gagana yung isang magic, talagang mas malakas siya. Kailangan mo lang talaga matuto kung paano mo hindi maging scattered yung intention mo sa paggawa ng sigil magic. Crafting intention, learning the use of raw energy. Okay. Before we start, make sure you are in the space of relaxed and surrender state. You will know that you are in that state when you are more aware of the energy around. So, ito yung tinatawag namin na alpha state sa occult or sa spirituality. So, malalaman mo yan pag nasa surrender state ka na, kapag na-feel mo na parang in the zone ka. Ganun yung tinatawag. Kung na-feel mo na mas aware ka sa paghinga mo, mas aware ka sa mga ganito sa paligid. Parang medyo kitang ng konti. Medyo kitang ng konti. Ganyan. Yun yung sinasabi na alpha state. Okay? Yung tipo na mas aware ka sa sarili mo kaysa sa paligid. Yun yung alpha state. Think of an emotion, a feeling that you want to feel now. After focusing on the said feeling, consider bubble thoughts surrounding the subject. Bubble thoughts are the thoughts that we have that we feel and think before we find the words to say. A good visual reference is similar to what one would see in a comic book illustration or manga. Yung manga, tingnan kita yung ito yung tao, tapos meron yung tatlong dot na ganyan, tapos may cloud. Tapos nakalagay doon kung ano yung emotions na yun yung bubble thoughts. So, bakit bubble thoughts ang gagamitin natin. Instead of, simpleng words lang, simpleng sulat. Alam nyo kasi, bubble thoughts, okay, yan yung talagang direct energy. So, pag sinabi natin happiness, okay, happiness, ano yung happiness? Like, ano yung happiness para sa inyo? So, find time to immerse yourself in the context of what is emotion should be. Happiness is not just happiness. For example, you have your own meaning of the word happiness. So, pag sinabi natin happiness, ano yung munang papasok sa isip niyo? Diba? So, that's a very wide perception. Kaya pag sinabi mo, I am happy, at yun lang yung sinulat mo affirmation sa isang notebook, kumbaga, sobrang kalat ng energy. Ang tagal bago mo mas-specify kung ano yun. For example, nalagay mo, I am wealthy. Ano unang papasok sa subconscious mind mo or sa conscious mind mo na ano yung meaning ng mismong wealthy? Ang mismong wealth, possible na isipin mo agad, si Henry C. Si Lucio. Okay, isipin mo sila. So, ano yung ginagawa nila? Is it aligned with the the life that you have right now? Kung hindi, then matagal bago mo ma-specify. Mag-isipin mo, sobrang kalat no intention, no energy. So, that's why very important ang paggamit ng bubble thoughts. And once you have mastered that, magiging advanced ka talaga sa manifest. Okay? So, write down the intention. Okay? Ano yung intention na gusto mo? Write down the life that you want. For now, let's focus on one aspect. Prosperity ba yan? Career ba yan? Skill, emotional, lifestyle, health, routine? O naman, yung gusto mo explore. Avoid using the words I wish, I need, I want, etc. Instead, use the words I invoke this energy into my existence, I implement, I carry, I am, etc. So, make sure that you're not writing based on the emotions of lack, fear, and doubts. So, ginagawa ko kapag nasa lack, fear, and doubts ako or any negative emotion, unang gawin ko is I immerse myself with the intention of what I want to invoke. For example, before na maggawa ako ng wealth energy sigil, ini-immerse ko muna yung sarili ko doon. So, tinitingnan ko muna ano yung energy na gusto ko invoke. And inisip ko na, ini-envelope yung buong katawan. Ganun yun. I-envelope niya yung buong katawan mo na parang nasa iyo na siya. Okay? And pag ginawa mo yun, nasa iyo na siya. Bilis lang siya. Like, pag nagawa niya, ando na. Ando na. Sa'yo yung energy niya. Like, wala yung limiting beliefs. Pag may limiting beliefs, for example, magagawa ko ba to? Kaya ko ba yan? May mga may pag-usap sa'yo sa utak mo na talagang hindi naman totoo, pero parang nag-e-echo siya sa mind mo na, hindi naman totoo yan. Yan, yung mga words na yun, yun yung mga dapat maalis before we actually do this sigil magic. Bago ka gawin yun, talagang kakausapin mo talaga yung mga thoughts na yan. So, very important that you also do your shadow work and you also, you rewrite yung program sa mind mo para ganun, once that you are already on the zone, kung sinasabi natin zone, yung alpha state na sinasabi ko, then you can actually be in that intention of that powerful emotion that you want to invoke. Be as specific as you want. The more specific the intentions are, the better the result. Gano'n ka specific, talaga super specific. For example, you want a wealthy life. Okay. Try mo na meron kang isang energy bubble ng wealth. And then, gumawa ka ng prompts na paliit yung energy na yung specific na yun. Pero kukunin mo yun dito. Okay. Kasi expansive ang wealth eh. Pag expansive ang wealth, for example, I am wealthy. Talagang sobrang multi-millionaire ko. Okay. Ito yung mangyayari. So, saan ka maging multi-millionaire ako sa business ko, sa e-commerce. magiging multimillionaire kasi yung mga anak ko. Magiging multimillionaire ako this year. Kumbaga, ang kinikita ko for this month is 300,000 pesos per month. Ganon ang pagiging specific. Okay? And make sure that your mind, your body, your emotions, your spirit are all aligned to what you want. Schedule creation methods.
This is how we will make our own sigil. So, ito yung traditional na ginagawa. So, for example, I am wealthy. Okay? And then we cross out all the vowels. Okay? And then from M, W, L, T, H, and Y, nagawa tayo ng sigil out of those letters. Okay. Example, M, then W, and then L. Pwede rin pahiga. T, pwede rin H, and then Y. O yan. Meron ka ng sariling sigil. Pwede mo nang gamitin siya for your, pero if you really want to have a more aesthetic, and then, gawa ka ng sarili mo, style. Pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong decoration, pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong design. So, it's up to you if you will follow this or mas gusto mong aesthetic or mas gusto mong intuitive.
Okay? So, ito yung ginawa natin yung sigil kanina, which is yung traditional letter reduction. Ay, naglagay ako ng 3 prompts. Paano natin isa-charge to? Take the written answer earlier and get another piece of paper with the same symbol and write it down. This will serve your reference whenever you wish to invoke the said sigil. So, ang ginagawa ko is sinasave ko yung prompt. Natawag kong prompt yan. For example, ito, I earn 100,000 pesos per month. My net worth cycle that is good for me is growing. I am healthy and strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. So, for example lang yan. Isipin ko yung bubble thoughts. So, ina-imagine ko yung 100,000 pesos sa digital bank. Don't overthink. Okay, don't overthink, guys. Don't overthink na nag-grow yung network circle nyo. Just feel yung i-visualize nyo siya. Don't ever kumbaga kung ano talaga yung gusto mo talaga. Huwag niyong hayaan na may pumipigil dyan. Okay? So, isipin niyo kung ano yung type of scenarios. So, habang binabasa ko siya, titingnan ko itong energy. I earn 100,000 pesos per month. Then, i-build ko yung bubble thoughts na yun. And then, I let it enter sa energy ng sigil. So, my network cycle that is good for me is growing. So, i-feel mo yung energy dito. May feel mo na kapag tititigan mo siya, meron na siyang effect sa third eye mo. And I'm healthy and strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. So, lahat ng yun, kukunin ko yung energy na yun. Okay? And then, magsusulat ako ng maraming energy na same vibes. Every same yan, same nung ginawa ko kanina. And then, ang sinabi ko, lahat ng energy, every energy that has the same symbol will have the same type of energy. Okay? I-input ko siya ulit dito. And then, sunugin ko na siya. Like, tayo nyo i-fold na pa ganyan, papasok daw. Sabi nila. So, I always do papasok. And then, susunugin ko siya sa isang bowl. So, ganyan lang ang paggawa ng sigil. Okay. So, sa free form symbolic drawing and sa intuitive drawing, same lang siya. Ang pinagkaiba lang niya, ang free form symbolic drawing is ano yung trip mo talaga, yung aesthetic. Intuitive drawing naman, yun yung kung ano yung feel mo at the moment. So, pag mas intuitive ka and mas align ka talaga sa parang on the spot na drawing, then move ahead and this type of method. Kasi ako, more intuitive drawing talaga. Kasi ayoko masyado nag-iisip sa aesthetics. Okay. So, yun. Tapos na tayo sa ating Sigil Magic Workshop. Thank you so much, everyone.